Well, the next show is the main show. This is where America's got to decide who they're voting for. They're going to have routines with each other. The guys are going to dance with the guys. The girls will dance with the girls. This really is the finale, if you like, for America to decide. After that, the following week is just a celebration of dance, and we will inform America who it voted for.
The first guy competing in next Tuesday's performance finale is Chehon. You are a finalist in next week's show.
I was really happy. I think, me and Nigel gave each other a high five. I think, he is definitely one of the best ballet dancers we've ever had on the show. And as a dance show, but it has really nothing to do with that, does it? It's really about America's favorite dancer. And we were hoping that if he stayed in the competition long enough, because we've saved him a couple times, that, they would get it and they would latch onto him. And obviously they have, because also he is connecting more on an emotional level with his performances. And it's so great to see somebody on that journey, And I think it really last week, when he needed it the most, it was almost as if his mother knew the right time to come and sit there in that audience. And he had the best dance night, I think, of his life last week. Both his numbers were tremendous, and his one number was tremendous tonight. The other number, not cha-cha, not so good, but definitely improving each time he goes out there in this Latin number. So I hope he keeps it up, and we were happy that he made it in. Oh, is that right? No, I didn't know about that. But how cool is that? So hopefully Cole will stick around and help him out. And it's great. It could have went either way. It was a close one, I'm sure, with the voting.
But, we're left with a technician in Chehon, a technician who has found his heart and now wears it on his sleeve and can actually make great emotional contact with the audience whilst dancing. And that's what he was lacking, I think, early on. Because don't forget, we saved Chehon in the first week and then again later on. With Cyrus, here's a kid who just epitomizes the American dream for me. He is somebody that's persevered through people saying, you can't do this, you can't do that. His friends have dropped out by the wayside, and he's gone focused and carried on. All of the choreographers love him. He is never going to be the best dancer in this competition. Maybe if he had the same experiences that other kids have had, but he hasn't. So I think you've got to face the fact that every time he does a pirouette, his shoulders go up here. But nobody else on the show has ever done animation. And I think America says, I love this kid. He's inspirational, not just to dance, but in life as well. And I think that's what they're voting for.
Well, definitely, of course, Cyrus, the only strength he has is in animation. But one of his biggest strengths is that the guy dances with so much heart. Let's face it. He's an animator. He's outside his style every single week. And the fact is that he is connecting with us. We are enjoying this ride with him. He is in such disbelief every single week that he makes it to another round. That's really cool to see someone with so much humility and just, joy of being in something and going past your expectations, your wildest expectations. Cyrus, you're in the finale.
The girls, well, you've got Eliana, who I adore. I think she's the best for me. She's a great performer. She's a great technical dancer. And you've got Tiffany, who really is the girl next door. And you just love her to death. I think originally Audrey and Tiffany sort of cancelled each other out a little bit. But with losing Audrey, Tiffany's really shone. And what I love about her is she's not threatening. She's not like, I think Whitney is slightly threatening. You wouldn't want to leave your boyfriend with Whitney, would you? You really wouldn't. But I suppose you trust Tiffany. Well, a little bit anyway, until he sees her dance anyway.
Well, Tiffany and Eliana are both really in there in the technique. I would say maybe Eliana's technique is a little bit stronger, but what Tiffany brings to the table is she's just this little bundle of joy and the light that's in her eyes. Both of them are tremendous technicians, and both of them are great performers, and I don't think either one has ever taken a bad step the entire season. So Man, talk about the girls knocking it out. Now, Chehon to Cyrus, you have two completely different styles, you know. There's no way that, you know, Chehon could do what Cyrus does, and vice versa. So I think it's going to be a really interesting finale.
Great talking to you.